Ooh, interesting. I do have my next opponent ready to go. Now that we got that email yesterday where they said, look, matter of time, we're working on it. We're just about ready to close down shop here and get you back out there. Yeah, we got some things. We got some things going on. I want to get one this summer, and then September there's a home show that I want to be on as well. A little sad news on today's show. I'm not looking forward to talking about this, but she did go public with it. I got a message from Elissa Clips yesterday. And Elissa Clips sent me a message and informed me that they had found a mass on her pancreas. And I don't know how many of you have ever dealt with or been around pancreatic problems, I guess. I'm not going to call it cancer yet because they found them they haven't determined whether it's benign or malignant. They haven't made that, she's got to have it biopsied and everything else. But pancreatic masses, pancreatic discoveries are nothing to fuck with. You got to get those taken care of right away. It sounds like she's on that. I don't know much about Elissa personally. I prefer it that way, and I'm sure she does too. I don't know like her age. I don't know where she lives. I don't know anything. She's a person who clips stuff on the internet and who I've talked to DM wise with the fingers, talking with the fingers from time to time. But she's always been a really, really sweet person. She's always been incredibly nice, and obviously nobody deserves, quote unquote, a mass on their pancreas. But she does seem like a particularly sweet individual. She seems like a really nice person. And it really sucks. It's terrible. It's awful. She does great work, but also as I've gotten to know her as little as I have, she does seem like a very principled person. That's hard to come by these days. So there's no like, we don't know exactly what it is. When she does and she feels like telling people, we'll relay the message for you. And if there's anything to do financially for help, I mean, we'll all jump aboard that in whatever way we can. Meaning if you can, donate to her, do. If you can't, share a link, whatever. Let's put the, excuse me. Let's put the message up here. This is from Alyssa yesterday. Hi, friends. I've been dealing with some health issues, and after a recent trip to the ER, a large pancreatic mass was found. I've been advised this is urgent and needs attention as soon as possible, so I'm currently in the process of trying to get an appointment with an oncologist for surgery. Don't be surprised if you start seeing delays in content posting, and make sure you're following Stalin19 for current happenings. Stalin does really good work. All channel donations are appreciated. Prayers and good vibes, even more so. Nick, I hate that he has to be involved in this, but Nick Rekieta recently said to me, oh my God, I hope cancer does the work God won't. So now might be a good time for those he wished $1 million to start buying your lotto tickets. That's shitty. Buymeacoffee.com/ElissaClips. Venmo at ElissaClips. Let's copy and paste those and pin those to the top of our chat here. Yeah, that's really shitty. You never like to hear that from anybody, You never want to, especially like good people. Like even if shitty people, like if awful, dreadful human beings get pancreatic cancer, it's still like, you can differentiate. You can be like, wow, that's a shitty guy and a shitty human being. But that's awful. That's not good. That's a nightmare to go through. And I'm sure whatever part of that person is human, it's bad. But like, especially people like Alyssa who are good human beings, it happens to them. That's the kind of shit that shakes people's like foundations on like God and all. Like, oh, if there was a God, why do good people get pancreatic cancer? And, bad people are politicians and they get to do insider trading. But I hope it all turns out, I'm one of those guys who, like, until I hear that it's the worst possible thing, I assume it's the best possible thing. Like when she told me yesterday about, they found a mass, and when she said they don't know if it's cancerous or not, in my mind, I just went, well, it's not right now then. It's not. Until I hear it is, then it's not. And she's going to pull through and it's going to be okay. And then if she says, hey, we got a biopsy, turns out it is pancreatic cancer, I'm like, well, she's going to fight through, and there's a percentage of people where it all works out, and she's going to be in that percentage of people. And that's what I hope for Elissa. But if you can do anything for her, she's great. This is a time where your mettle and your bravery is tested, and I hope that she pulls through okay. And anything you can do to help, that would be nice. McBuster says the Alyssa Clips does good work, and we don't need to talk about who's a piece of shit. Keep that positive for Alyssa. Oh, Vodka Rock, no, I didn't address it, but boy, did he make himself look like a creep and a retard. That was embarrassing. I would not have done that if I was him. Just basically confirmed everything I said. Ooh, boy. Dysrhythmia says Meme Copium reckons MN Public Records has more documents. Interesting. MN Public Records leaked a small one yesterday, like a small smack roll. Apparently like a month ago, Nick got pulled over and cited for driving with expired tabs, which unbelievable. They send you the thing in the mail, you do it online. Imagine someone who's online all the time. One of the easiest things you could do is tabs. It's beyond dead brained. It's beyond retarded. Up the tabs thing. And then, he was shitty about Elissa Clips thing. Then Gabe Hoffman yesterday released some really, I didn't know these clips existed, but some really shit with Nick and Camelot talking about this anime. First of all, if you like anime, I'm not saying all of you are guilty if you like anime, but I suspect you of being kind of a creep if you're into anime in general. But that's just I'm old. I grew up playing sports and not watching anime, so there's a culture clash between those two groups of people. Always has been, always will be. And the internet is populated by people who watched a shitload of anime and not people who played a lot of sports. So I'm kind of outnumbered in that realm. But Gabe Hoffman released that, and then on Thursday he's going to be on Keanu's channel. He's been doing some investigating into some never before heard accusations, and I'm interested to watch. And I guess Keanu's got some stuff as well. Coltrane says Nick had to have gotten pulled over for something else because expired tabs aren't a primary offense anymore and can't be the reason for the stop. Yeah, I've always wondered that, how do they even stop someone for expired tabs? I've always thought, how does a police vehicle look at your car and see that your tabs are expired? It's just this little, in Minnesota, it's just that it's a little square. It's about that big. It's a sticker that you put on the bottom right of your license plate. I know that different states, some of them have shit that you put up in the windshield. Some of them have big stickers, the whole deal.